Hey gang, hope you guys are doing fantastic. Wanted to show you what I've been up to since for about what, 3.5 hours? About 3 hours actually. 1:30 I got here, it's now 4:30. Anyway, you're gonna see lots of tape on the walls. I'll show you exactly. They just stained your porch this morning, so I wanted to stay off of that. So you can see that, they did the back porch as well, very nice. Let me show you what's going on here. Touch, felt, smelt everything. You're gonna see lots of tape on the walls, okay? Pieces of tape just means there's some paint issue right there that we gotta touch up the paint, and that's all that is. That's very normal stuff. A next means paint that whole area because you can burn up too much tape. So anyway, so let's go inside. We'll get a good look see. Now, as of the filming of this video, I have not caught up with John yet. I know where he's at. I'm gonna go find him. He's in a bunch of walks today, so him and I work together like this, and I work like this with all the supers. So I come in and just do my thing, you know. Little arrows mean just look up. So we could have some paint issues, some sheetrock issues, something like that. All right. So all the punch guys know what all that means. Like these little L's John likes to use. That means there's some sheetrock issues right there. We need to clean that area up. Okay. So the sheetrock guys will come in, and there's a lot, which is okay because that's very normal. This is all part of the process, you know. You look at that and go, oh my God, that's horrible. Actually, it's not bad at all. This is that 10% when your house is being built. There's always this touch up, okay? So I also put stuff on carpets like this. There's nothing wrong with the carpet. That just tells them to look up because there's some paint or sheetrock issue up there. Okay, so John and I kind of know the system. It's John's system, and every super's got their own little system, and I just have to work within it, you know. So the more tape you see, the better, actually, because that's the less stuff you're going to see when you move in. Anyway, so when I walk the house, I follow an entire right search pattern through the house. I stay on the right wall, okay? And as I come across things, I check them out. Like your sinks, checking the water, check the drains, check to make sure the sink holds water, flush the toilet, look at all that tile work right there, make sure there's no grout issues. I mean, when I say I literally touch, feel, smell, taste it all, I try to hit 100%. We usually get about 98 in our walks, but that's kind of how it works out in the world. But door ghostings, I open and close all the windows, tilt them out, make sure the mechanisms are working good, you know, that sort of thing. Check out doors, make sure they're not ghosting. Check out doorknobs, make sure they close, they latch, they lock. That one's sticking, that's why there's a piece of tape sitting on it. You know, check all these latches and stuff, make sure everything's working appropriate, make sure it locks, all that stuff. All that cool stuff that happens. You know, operate all your appliances, ran the dishwasher, run the oven, stovetop, microwave, whatever appliances are here, I try to run them. Okay, all these lines just mean look up. All right, this is a little ding in the sheetrock right up there. You probably can't see it in the video, but it's definitely there. So, kind of what I've been doing for 3 hours. And I go around the outside of the house as well, operate the irrigation system. I go through and open up all the cabinets. There's some touch-ups on the cabinets. They traditionally do a cabinet bump, which means they, you know, tighten them up, adjust drawers, that sort of thing. Paint bump, sheetrock bump, tile bump. Bump just means we're tidying things up. We're adjusting, like the doors, they're a little out of alignment. That's why those two pieces of tape are on. They just adjust the hinges and get them all lined up. Things like that, you know. Nothing crazy, just all part of the normal process. Ran your stove oven. I put all this together. This was still in the box, so we got all that put together. Look at that, beautiful, right? Did all that. Run your water, the dishwasher, garbage disposal. Look up on the sinks, make sure there's no leaks. Everything's draining, everything's flowing good. Found a bunch of tile grout issues in there. That's not a big deal. They touch them all up. They'll regrout some of those areas. In your shower, and make sure you're watertight. Okay, not a big deal. Okay. So this is a pretty extensive process we go through. It can take a little while, that's for sure. And that's what we do on our first walk with clients. But I try to get in and tape things ahead of time just because you don't want to do this. This is not a fun job at all. It's necessary, it's part of the process, and we like to make sure we do it personally for our clients. or be involved highly with, for our clients. So this is not the end all be all. John will put eyes on it as well when he gets over here. Same thing, he'll probably see things I didn't see. Different eyes see things differently, I can look at this house 3 more times and find more stuff, some sheetrock touch-up. And when I say sheetrock touch-up, we're talking about texture issues. We're not talking about the sheetrock's messed up. We're talking about like texture issues and stuff that they'll scrape that a little bit, they'll retexture it, and then the painters paint it. It's pretty simple stuff. Like there's a scrape up there where they had a scraper or something that took the texture off. So they'll retexture it, painters will paint it, Easy. Not a big deal. In some houses you find a lot of stuff, some houses you don't find much stuff. This is probably about medium, I would say. Air conditioning, I run the air unit, run it down, run it up, make sure that's all functioning. So there's your washer and dryer space. Then I run the irrigation outside. I do the garage as well. I tape the garage as well. I don't get silly in the garage. I mean, it's still a garage. I'll hit the high points basically. Hit the high spots. Okay. Operate the door, make sure the door is functioning, all that stuff. All right. And I walk the entire outside house looking for paint blemishes and things. So I've done that as well. All right, gang. That's your blue tape walk. That's your first walk. Okay. And then when you get here, John will be walking through doing an orientation with you as well. So then next week I'll do a final walk on and John will spend the week punching it. But I stay in touch with all the supers throughout the processes and everything, so we'll be good. I'm going to go catch up with him now and kind of see where he's at and let him know what I've done, and him and I will chat, okay? And I'll fill you in later when I call you, okay? Thanks.